YouTubers and cinephiles, welcome back to another edition of Nerd With Me Reviews. John Ricky here, and today's edition of Nerd With Me Reviews, we're going to discuss the long-awaited sequel to the reboot slash really just continuation of a classic series, Jurassic Park, or aka Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Now, first and foremost, I really just want to preface this with the fact that I am a big Jurassic Park film fan. I love the first one, the original, directed by Steven Spielberg, starring Sam Neill, Jeff Goldblum, and a whole host of other actors and actresses that are classics today. And it is suspenseful, it was horrifying, and it was magical all at the same time. A modern blockbuster classic brought by a master. And it was a great iconic film by itself. And of course, it made a shit ton of money. And of course, they had to be like, hey, we're gonna make sequels to it. And we got Lost World, which was, to be honest, it was decent. But when you put it in the big shadow of the original Jurassic Park, it really just pales in comparison, even though it had some good sequels. And then we had Jurassic Park 3, which nobody really remembers, and then we get the fourth film that was Jurassic World, which I was just like, why? Whatever. And here we are with Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. So let's get started. So, Jurassic Park Fallen Kingdom follows the continuation of what happened on Jurassic World in 2015, and we follow Owen and Bryce Dallas Howard, who are brought back into the fold to save the dinosaurs that killed everybody 3 years ago, and try to save them from a erupting volcano on the island. Yay! That can't end well. It's like, why would the characters do that in the first place? And it really begs the question, why? Why would they go back to the island that killed so many people in the previous film? Oh, and they're the only ones that can go in there because, hey, they want to get Blue, the raptor that Owen, aka Chris Pratt, trained. And honestly, I cannot remember Bryce Dallas Howard's character's name because, like, she is just a non-sequential character. Her in a combination with Owen, it's just like, they're just the most unworthy protagonists I've ever seen in a big budget movie franchise in a long time. Anyway, so they are coerced onto this island after visiting a supposed private partner of John Hammond of the original film to go and save these creatures, to put them on another undisclosed island, even though they have a Site B from Lost World and Jurassic Park 3, where you'd probably be like, alright, we'll just take them over there because that island's erupted. Nah, we're just gonna take them to some undisclosed place that is probably good and probably we never even heard of. Whoop-de-doo. And with that note, we are introduced to the island, which actually, this portion of the film is actually pretty exciting, even though it does have a whole bunch of portions where you're just like, I can't really suspend my disbelief, but you are actually engaged in it. It's actually interesting, and unfortunately, it only lasts about 40 minutes of the damn movie. For the rest of the movie, we are in a haunted house of horrors featuring dinosaurs. Whoop-de-doo. And of course, we are introduced to another plot line that was regurgitated from the first Jurassic World movie that didn't really work well, and that is, oh hey, we're going to create this new breed of dinosaur that can be sold at the highest bidder. And that's where the second part of this movie takes place, is that, oh, we have a big auction going on with the most cartoonish characters of all time. I mean, swear to God, there's this one, I guess he's Russian or Czech, type of like, basically Bin Laden type of character, and he sounds like he's a reject from Boris and Natasha from Rocky and Bullwinkle. It is freaking terrible. On top of that, you have Bryce Dallas Howard's character and Chris Pratt's character that the whole time, the whole film, you're like, I don't agree with what you're trying to do. Let the daggone dinosaurs die. And it's even reiterated by the super cameo of Jeff Goldblum. Trust me, if you're going to see this for Jeff Goldblum, do not waste your money. He's only in there for literally what you saw in the trailer. It only goes on for maybe a minute or two monologue, and that is 10 minutes within a movie. I don't care. You shouldn't care. And it really doesn't matter. Now, this film is directed by J.A. Bayona, and he's actually a credible director besides this film. You know, this is the director that came out with the foreign language horror film produced by Guillermo del Toro called The Orphanage, which is pretty impressive. And then he did the disaster film Impossible with Naomi Watts and Ewan McGregor, which was pretty heartfelt. And he just recently did that A Monster's Call, which was pretty well received with Felicity Jones. This, you can tell he's just like, hey, I'm trying to play ball, I can play with the big boys, so on and so forth. I can handle a big budget, and that's what it feels like. The directing in here is pretty good. It looks visually appealing. You know, some of the shots are actually very impressive, but unfortunately the film is hampered by a garbage ass script written by the director of the original Jurassic World, Colin Trevorrow, who is steadily, in my opinion, becoming this generation's version of Michael Bay, where it's like, wow, he makes a film look good, but don't let this man write anything for, oh wait, no, that's not Michael Bay, that's Paul W.S. Anderson of Resident Evil fame. Garbage writing. It is the most asinine script, and I actually feel sorry for the actors that are involved in this film, particularly Bryce Dallas Howard and Chris Pratt. If they were in another film with a better script, it would have been great, because lo and behold, beside the terrible script, their chemistry actually does work, but unfortunately they're within a garbage stockpile of a script that shouldn't have been greenlit, and it needed to go through 3 more drafts. But I will say this, the only thing that is really kind of redeeming about this is, one, most of the visuals, most of the CG effects, and they actually bring in some old school effects that actually blend well, so good part on J.A. Bayona. But the script really brings this down. It turns into a cliche bullcrap monster movie of 1970s B, maybe even C class horror film fare. It's ridiculous, it's asinine, and there's no character development whatsoever. And on that note, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom receives a nice, big...
I could have been a contender. I could have been somebody.
Yeah, man, look, honestly, the only reason why I gave it that is that J.A. Bayona, he's better than this material that he was given. And you can tell that he was just directing and just trying to play good so he can get more projects, more money. Is not worth your time. Only if your kids are like hounding you to be like, I want to see dinosaurs, and they will get that in this film. But other than that, it's not worth your time, man. Anyway, YouTubers and cinephiles, what did you think of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom? Have you seen it? Are you planning to see it? let's discuss this. Share, like, subscribe to our channel of Nerd with Me, and share amongst your friends. Please, pretty please. Anyway, YouTube and Cinephile, y'all take care.